This right here is my Bear Paradigm. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys again for tuning into this video. I appreciate it, all the love and support that you guys have been giving me on the channel. If you guys are new here, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. As we're growing and putting out more videos, I'll give you guys more content to watch. So let's get in the video. All right, I gotta go set up the target here. I bought a new target for myself. Just a little black bee or whatever this is, a little box. I gotta make sure that I get my arrows back so I can continue making videos. I'm gonna be setting it down on the ground now. So that way if I miss, I'm gonna hit the ground and not the tree. I've lost too many arrows in the tree now. In today's video, I'll be reviewing my Bear Paradigm here. I bought this bow at Cabela's. I just wanna give you guys an in-depth kind of review on what I think about this bow, how it shoots, and kind of the pros and cons of buying this bow. This right here is my Bear Paradigm. I would say it's a pretty good average beginner bow. This bow right here, it will get you deer no problem. It's really about just learning how to shoot. That's the biggest thing. So what advantages you have with this Bear Paradigm is it's pretty light. We've felt other bows here when we were shooting other videos, and this one takes the cake for how light it is. This bow comes as a ready to hunt. So it has, you know, the whisker biscuit, it has a sight, you know, it has a stabilizer, a small one, and it's kind of ready to go. This is a 50 to 70 pound bow, so you have a lot of pullback. I'm dialed down to about 55 pounds. That's enough for me to shoot and learn with, so I don't want to go to 70 until I'm ready to pull that hard. I'm a little bit taller than the average guy, so I kind of looked into the splines and I think I should be shooting a 340 instead of a 300, but that's okay. I'm shooting a 300 now, and I'm liking how the progression is going. So back to the bow. This bow right here didn't come with the grip. We put some hockey tape on here, and one of you guys in the comments said, hey, hockey tape's great, but have you tried tennis tape? And I'm like, dude, tennis tape would probably be even better because it's more spongier and it'll be better to grip. If you guys are in the market of getting a grip, don't hesitate to get tennis tape or hockey tape. They sell archery tape, but it's like way overpriced. There's no reason to buy that. So definitely a hack for you guys if you guys want to do that. So I went to Riverside Archery out in Mount Vernon, and I had Gary, the owner, look over my bow. And overall, he said it's a good starter bow, good. You'll get deer, no problem. But he said there are a few things that are lacking with this bow, and I totally agree. Starting with this whisker biscuit here. This is called the whisker biscuit. This is where your arrow comes through and whisks right through when you're shooting something. So he was saying that this right here wears out pretty quickly. You could probably only shoot about 350 arrows before you have to replace it. So he said the first thing that I would do with this bow is get a QAD HDX. It's a drop-in style arrow rest, and it's gonna do you way more favors than this biscuit here. It's gonna help with how my arrow lays, and it's gonna be more accurate when I shoot. I'm really happy that they told me that, you know, this is a great bow overall, so I know that I didn't get ripped at Cabela's. A lot of these bows, they come not ready to hunt, so you got to get a whisker biscuit, a stabilizer, a sight, and all of those things could cost you a fortune depending on what brands they're using. I would recommend buying a ready to go one if you're trying to just learn, and you don't need anything crazy. This bow is not like a Matthews or anything crazy like that, but it's budget and it works. To be honest, I'm not the best shooter, but we're here, we're learning. That's the biggest thing. We're putting arrows in the air and we're shooting every day and getting better with that. If you guys are just gonna buy a bow and let it sit and expect to get a deer next season, I'm sorry to tell you, you're gonna have to put some arrows in the air to get a deer. Overall, perfect beginner bow, no complaints there. The only thing is, when I bought my bow, I didn't really know what I was looking at. This sight right here actually was super loose. So then when I was shooting it, my groupings were like all over the place. So then I realized, oh, maybe there's something going on with the bow, and it's just not me, even though I'm new, you know? So I started looking into my parts and seeing what was kind of missing. I ended up tightening my sight, and the shots got better. Another kind of problem I see with the bow is this peep right here. This factory peep right there, boys. That peep sucks. When I was originally shooting, it started moving on me, and it started moving on me because we've got these factory junk little peep holders that are falling apart. So every time I went to draw and shoot and fire the arrow, this peep started moving on me, and I'm like, man, and this peep little tube started falling off, and I got frustrated. I'm like, man, I spent all this money on this bow and like it doesn't perform, while my other friends are just out here shooting and they're, you know, having fun with their bows because they bought them at an archery store. What I did was I went to a local shop and they actually tied in my peep so it'll never move again. One thing I want to upgrade definitely would be the peep. In order to do the peep though, you would want to change the strings. So when I get better at shooting and the time comes for you guys, I would highly recommend changing these original strings to better ones. I don't know what brand of strings there are, but go to your local shop. They'll definitely hook you up and they'll tie in a nice peep for you. That way you don't have this little string hanging out and your bow will look a lot more professional. Basically, this bow is great. It just takes a great guy to shoot it. And if you suck at shooting, then your bow's gonna suck too. All right, guys, I'm gonna put some arrows in that target over there and just draw back a few times for you guys and show you guys how it shoots, and then we can talk about it after. So I use a TrueFire thumb release, so I pull back like this. A lot of people out there used there's like the finger trigger. I haven't found one yet that's long enough for me. I have really long hands. So if you guys know of any releases for a tall guide that are for the wrist, that wrap around your wrist and you can shoot with your finger, just definitely hit me down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. All right, let's start shooting. Booyah. Wow, okay, so that shot went high, but we're right dialed with the centers. I'm looking for bullseyes today, but if we don't get them, I'll talk about the next thing we want to upgrade on this bow. So I'm going to be shooting at 20 yards. It's kind of the standard for us here. And once I get good at 20, I'll progress from there, but 20 is a good resting place for me. So let's put some arrows in the air. Nice. Let's go check the arrows that I just shot and see how well we did and what we need to improve on. All right, guys, so we have 4 arrows in the target here. This was my first shot. I was feeling pretty good about this one, but honestly, these 3 make a lot more sense to me. So when I was at the shop, I was also shooting a little bit left, so this kind of makes sense to me. I'm gonna have to move the sight over to the right more, so then I actually can get center shots. The next upgrade I'm gonna be talking about is the compound bow sight. So this sight, it's all right. They just threw it on there to make the package look better. But what I've been seeing is these guys with upgraded bow sights are shooting way better groupings than I am with my trophy ridge. Yeah, this might get you by, and you might have to set it up a lot more. And, you know, once you set it up, it'll be good, I guess. But I went out and I bought a black gold Ascend Verdict 5-pin compound bow sight. And that's what Eddie's using, and Eddie's getting his shots are just dialed right on. And so I went ahead and I balled out and I bought that one. It was like 250 bucks for the sight. So with that being said, that's the next kind of upgrade you guys want to do to your Bear Paradigm. And then after that, your bow will be insane. This bow, it hasn't let me down other than my groupings, but that's because I suck at shooting. It's not the bow. And with a couple upgrades, it's going to be crazy good. I'm going to continue shooting here, and I'll let you guys see what I'm doing. All right, boys. Those were some insane shots. As you guys can see, I'm still shooting left. Pretty consistent. I pointed a little bit right this time, and I did get closer to the target. So that means my sight is actually pretty off, and I'm gonna have to move it to the right and fix this issue. But I want to say, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, now's your chance to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button so you'd be notified on all the videos that are coming out, and it'd be an awesome thing for our channel. So I hope you guys could stay a part of it. So in conclusion, this bow is actually really good for what it is, and it's usually just the guy that's shooting it, which is me, that kind of is not the greatest shooter. But we're out here, we're learning, and that's the biggest part for us beginners. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you guys are enjoying these videos and the nature and everything that's, you know, behind us here. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you guys choose to buy a Bear Paradigm, those are kind of things to look out for. I appreciate all the love you guys have been giving me so far on the channel. As always, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.